Greetings, Trigon shareholders and other stakeholders. Really important and exciting release today, talking about expanding our team and increasing what I'll say our bench strength as we move forward as a mid-tier producer. So I'm introducing today Rennie Morkel, our new President and Chief Operating Officer. He's on site at Combat. I just wanted to introduce him to shareholders here. Rennie, can you tell our investors and other stakeholders about yourself?
Thank you very much for the introduction, Jed. So I'm a Namibian permanent resident. I've been in this beautiful country for 11 years at the moment, and there's no place quite like it. I've spent most of my life traveling African continent, so I've spent time originally born in South Africa, moved through the ranks into Zambia. I spent in total about 5 years in Namibia, at which point I got permanent residency, and then moved through Zambia, the Congo, Ivory Coast, and Sierra Leone. Very glad to be home. Love the country. Reside permanently in Swakopmund, father of 3 beautiful children, and happily married for 16 years, and we've been together for 27 years. So coming back to my roots, a lot closer to family, and really looking forward to join the team.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about your work experience?
So I am a chartered accountant. I did my training accounting, spent my training accounting years at Ernst & Young, where I was fortunate enough to be put in the industrial product section, and that's where I fell in love with mining. So my mining clients were African Rainbow Minerals, AngloGold Ashanti, all of the top tier mining groups that we had at that stage. Got recruited by African Rainbow Minerals in my October year and joined the Nkomati nickel mine, which was the only producing nickel mine in South Africa during the expansion phase, and they spent roughly about $450 million over a 3-year period commissioning 3 plants and expanding into the open pit operations. From there, I joined African Rainbow Minerals with Vale in Zambia, recommissioning Lubambe copper mine for a period of 2 years. After that, jumped over to beautiful Namibia, worked with Swakop Uranium, which is owned by CGMC, which was the largest direct investment by China at the Chinese state at that point in time. So that was $2.5 billion over a 3-year period. I stayed through the commissioning phase and was part of the team that started in 2013 from grassroots level, where there was absolutely nothing. Subsequent to that, joined Glencore at Katanga in the Congo, also through the period where they went into production after they shut after the whole Leeds expansion project. Spent two years there, almost 2.5, after which I came back and COVID came into fruition. Did a little bit of consulting in between, and then spent time at Ity Mine with Endeavour for 2 years. Been consulting subsequently, and very looking forward to adding value to the team on site.
Okay. No, we're just making the announcement now, but you've already we've been having our conversations for months, and you've actually been on site for the last couple of weeks. Why don't you share a little bit about your impressions of the operation and ways that you see yourself helping going forward?
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. I think it's absolutely amazing what Fani and the operation team has been able to achieve on site, going through commissioning, going through ramp-up phase, starting with the open pit and making sure that there's some resilience in the system. We've got an amazing dedicated team that are all committed to see this through to ultimate success. So My role, as I see it more than anything else, is to facilitate their process and to serve and to assist them in achieving the goals, to make sure that we bring a lot more rigor in the system, a little bit more controls, defining our goals for the short term as well as medium term, and making sure that the strategy is crystallized and that everyone's working into the same direction. And it's an amazing site, given the capital invested historically by previous shareholders and owners of the mine, and it's an amazing asset base that we have. So there's a lot of upside potential that's taking to be unlocked.
I am excited about your role in just making the systems work, making sure we're mindful of our capital, that we're always focused on profitability, and then adding all of that at site production experience to the team. So thanks and welcome, and glad we got this opportunity to introduce you to the broader universe that's interested in what we're doing at Combat and at Trigon.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and looking forward to adding value.